I might have some questions, but I'll see if anybody have in the group any live question. It'd be great. If you don't have, I will try to use some of the questions that I have with me. I have a question. One I have today is somebody was asking about, I just got a message earlier about pranayama and the meditation practices. Is it important to practice pranayama before meditation, or can I just do the meditation? Should one practice pranayama before meditation in the morning, or does it not matter? It is important that your mind is centered and your awareness is centered. Also, when you practicing pranayama, if it's going to invigorate your nervous system or is going to stimulate your nervous system, depend what type of pranayama you're practicing or what length of pranayama you're practicing. It is essential to have your nervous system calm, your awareness, the body to be there, your breath to be free, as during the meditation you are not getting affected by the breath. But also, if you have any other issues, please do consult with a teacher before you practice pranayama, before meditation. But generally speaking, you can practice Brahmari pranayama, Ujjayi breath, Ujjayi pranayama, Sahaj pranayama, or Nadi Shodhan pranayama, Anulom Vilom pranayama. Those are pretty safe before meditation. If you're practicing Kapalbhati or Bhastrika or any pranayama that is invigorating to your nervous system and you try to meditate afterward, can be sometimes difficult, or unless you have developed enough ability to practicing any pranayama, but your kumbhaka, your inner breath retention and out breath retention is stronger. By practicing pranayama, your focus is not to breathe in and out, but your focus before meditation practice, your focus in a pranayama should be extending the capacity of your in-breath and out-breath retention. The purpose of pranayama before meditation or any pranayama, it should be the kumbhaka, as well as your inhalation, exhalation, how calmly you are breathing is important, but retention is a very important part. So if you do like to practice pranayama before your meditation practice, put your effort. It is a question from Amit Wanderlust on Instagram. So if you do like to practice, please, you can practice. Just do not over strain your nervous system or over use or extend or stress your diaphragm. Try to remain calm during the pranayama practice and extend your in-breath, out-breath retention capacity as much as you can, and then practice meditation afterward can be beneficial. Same question, if you're practicing meditation in the evening or morning and like to practice pranayama before, the simplest and easiest pranayama is Ujjayi pranayama, Brahmari pranayama, Anulom Vilom, Nadi Shodhan pranayam, Sahaj pranayam. Those you can practice very easily, but also ensure that we have not eaten food. If you have had a breakfast and like to practice pranayam after eating the breakfast, I will not recommend it. Or in the evening, you just had your dinner and just before you go to sleep, you're watching TV, then you remember, I have not meditated today. And you're trying to meditate while you're watching your television, or try to practice pranayam while you're watching a television. Some people I have seen they're doing pranayam while they're driving a car. I saw somebody in London, I think they were doing pranayam, alternate nostril breathing while they're driving a car. It's nice. I like the eagerness. I like the enthusiasm in the person that who is doing it. But my friend, pranayam is not your inhalation, exhalation that you've been doing since you were born. Pranayam required awareness, concentration, focus, preciseness, retention, and your ability to channel the energy, channel the prana to the direction where you would like that prana to go into. But beyond that, it also requires certain head position, certain neck position, certain back alignment. But when you are sitting in the car, and I'm pretty sure you are not going to sit down upright completely. There will be a little bit of slouch. So, and your focus is not going to be on your breath. It's just like you're doing a dead breathing. Without awareness, if any breath you are taking, imagine a dead body is breathing. You are no longer available to the breath. Your body is not recharging. Only breath becomes useful and recharges your body of the breath you are aware of, the breath you are conscious of. That breath is counted towards to the contribution of the energy to your body. The rest of them are just automatic, with no conscious contribution towards your awareness or the energy level in your body. Only energy you are getting from the food. Breath is just only happening just to make sure this machine continue. But the moment you start breathing consciously with awareness, that breath will also start contributing to the energy level in your body. Breath will not make you tired. If you watch majority of the people, they're tired of breathing. The breath is so faint, vague, and fatigued, they feel out of breath as they're walking because they are not breathing with awareness. Moment, if you start practicing pranayam in the evening, but make sure you do them before sunset or before you have eaten your meal. Eat the food, meditate before eating the meal, or meditate in the bed if you want to. But in a bed, you should do a savasana. So, Amit or anyone, whoever like to implement doing pranayam before your meditation practice, if you're practicing Bhastrika or Kapalbhati or any pranayam that invigorates the nervous system, put most of the effort on your in-breath retention. If you are not capable of practicing a retention of your breath, antar kumbhaka or bahir kumbhaka or in-breath retention or out-breath retention, in that case, just practice a without retention, alternative mode of breathing, which is your Anulom Vilom Pranayam, Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, purification of your nadis, or practicing Ujjayi Pranayam, Sahaj Pranayam, simply conscious effort to in-breath and out-breath can also be very beneficial. And Brahmari Pranayam, which is bumblebee or the hummingbird or humming bee pranayam. So that is one question. If you have any question regarding it, please do ask. There was somebody also asking ABB. I don't really know the full name of the person. I have somebody ask the question, Tony, asking, does it not matter if you are in bed, end up falling asleep? This is my problem. I fall asleep. My friend, majority of people are sleepwalking. At least you are going to fall asleep consciously. Your sleep will be conscious. Remember, if you are meditating and you have given a task to your mind or to your awareness, in a bed, you are meditating, you have given a direction to your energy, direction to your awareness, and your physical body is falling asleep, you do not ever fall asleep. Your physical body is going to sleep. You are no longer aware of your senses, but the direction, your willpower, your awareness that you planted the seed before you falling asleep, that your mind continue with that awareness. Your subtle body continue to meditate, even you are falling asleep in meditation while you are meditating. That sleep will be conscious one. The sleep will be very special, very unique, will be fruitful rather than a unconscious sleep. So if you do fall asleep in a bed, it's better to fall asleep through the channel of meditation and then just daydreaming, counting the, looking at ceiling or looking at your phone. So I will recommend my friend Tony, continue falling asleep through the meditation. You are going into the space of self-bliss. If you notice, if I don't know if you are still listening, but if you have noticed, if not, make a journal, make a record of your awareness and how your mind is. If you have fallen asleep through the meditation, when you wake up in the next day, how do you feel and how your day is going? And then the day you have just gone to sleep without any awareness, when you wake up, how your head space is, how mindful you are, how conscious you are, how aware you are, and how your day activities are. And then you will know the difference by itself. I have somebody asked a question, which is for last week. The person asked a question regarding advice on how to get started with meditation, please. Is ABBB627B. That is look like some alien name. That's why I think somebody else gave his child a name, quite unusual one. I think Elon Musk did, I think. So, might be very techy person. So, advice on how to get started with meditation. Abby, that's why I will call, or ABB, up. So, what you can do to start meditation, first of all, try not to have any expectation. Try not to have predefined destination or pre-calculated concept what meditation should be and how you should feel during meditation or after meditation. So make that alteration in your mind or in your thinking or in your awareness. Then you just simply sit down in any comfortable position that suits you, either in a chair. If you cannot sit down due to your physical capacity, sit down in the sofa. If you cannot sit down on the sofa, you feel slouching your back, I will recommend, if you cannot sit down cross-legged on the floor, keeping your back straight, or your chair that have a straight back, not sloping back, a straight back. You can sit down in that chair, keeping the feet firmly on the floor, or cross your ankles, or lie down in hard surface, not in a comfortable bed, where you just touch the floor and you sink into it. You're just going to sleep within 5 minutes. On hard surface, maybe a carpet, but put towel over it. And don't have any music. I don't recommend any music for meditation. It can be very useful and very helpful, but I would like you to listen to your body first. Music will create a different vibration, and you are trying to align your frequency to the vibration of a music. But I would like your mind to align with the vibration of your body. So all the awareness, if you're doing first time, what is permanent in your body other than your breath? All the thought that comes and goes, they changes. All the sense functionality, sometimes they're there, sometimes it's not there. But your nose is always working. Your ears may not work sometimes, you may not hear something, you may not talk, you may not have a skin awareness, but your nose is always working. Your in-breath, out-breath always taking place. So bring your whole attention and awareness with inner wall of your nose. Simple, very simple technique to start with. And lift the chin slightly up and bring the air inside the nostril. At the moment the air hits the inner wall of the nostril, you keep your awareness on that touch. When the foreign energy outside of your body energy entering into your body, and what sensation, how your mind reacts, how your body reacts to the touch of that breath when that comes into your body. When you exhale, the moment you become aware of the out breath or the touch of the exhalation inside of the nose area, pay attention to it, how your mind is, what kind of thoughts you are having, and how do you feel, and what the air feel inside the nostril. I can tell you, people say feel the cool air in, hot air out. I do not even want you to project that. Don't project the cool air coming in, hot air going out, good energy coming in, bad energy going out. None of that. Please don't do that. How do you know the good air coming in, good energy coming in, bad energy going out? So you think that you are basically full of bad energy or contaminated thoughts? You have so much good energy inside you. So when you inhale, just pay attention, remain open, inviting, loving, compassionate. Every thought that you can bring, if every emotion you can feel just bring it to the sensation of the breath. If you are feeling the breath, if any resistance, aggression, or your mind say, okay, I want to breathe really fast, means you are aggressive, you are in a hurry. You are in a hurry, you are aggressive towards the breath that gives you life. So soften it down, become aware of it. Don't judge it, just soften, open the channels inside your nose. Allow that air to passes through in a nostril, observe the sensation that appears, and just only be mindful of the energy, frequency, the touch of your in-breath, out-breath inside your nostril. Simple technique. And do that for a good 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes minimum. But when you do it, some people say, I don't feel any sensation. Means you are so dense mentally. Your awareness is so dense that you have no concept or awareness of something that entering inside your body, which is physical. But you cannot bring your attention of mind to that point. Can you imagine? Never mind the thoughts that are entering into your body, penetrating through your whole body, in and out all the time, the vibration that your body is generating. Those are a lot more subtle. Somebody's frequency, thought, somebody information that coming to you is very subtle, but your breath is gross. Breath is dense. Breath is presents a physical process. Refine your mind to starting point of the breath. The touch is of your breath inside your nostril. And slowly, you will be able to feel the transparency of your breath. You will be able to feel the energy of your breath. Means your breath has become alive. You are not only breathing that moment, you are actually taking the universal life force inside you. And you are creating the exchange of energy with your individual universe to a universal universe, the consciousness. Your consciousness is traveling in and out of your body. You have made a relationship with inside you and outside. You become one. The moment you become conscious and aware of your breath with no restriction to it. The moment your breath becomes alive during meditation process. And one more part, when you're practicing, do not worry or stress. My breath have to be same. Allow your breath to come as a guest. The two things nobody can predict. But nowadays you can predict because everybody have a mobile phone. But back in the day, you said God and guest, two people you can never predict. And they thought about death as well. Nobody knows when it can happen. Do you know when you are going to die? No one knows. Unless I do not talk about it. So every time when you're inhaling, imagine that you are taking first time. You have never tasted the prana, the breath you are taking. It is first time breath. You will have no judgment to because never had it before. You are new. Every breath you take, you are new. When you exhale, that is your last breath. You don't know if it's going to come back or not come back. Pay attention to it so much that you do not miss any moment of the sensation of in-breath and out-breath. So you refine your mind to that point. Bring that awareness to it. It can be very simple technique. But other technique you can also do. You bring a candle or the light and put a crystal in front of it and look at the light of the crystal and just maintain a focus on it permanently. Many people do that. They also sometimes imagine visualization, but simplest technique personally, I will recommend, if you cannot feel the breath, take your hand, place your palm on top of your thighs. Do not meditate. Remember what I'm saying. Do not try to meditate. but feel the energy between your palm and the body. Feel the touch of it, feel the warmth of it, and make sure your hand does not move. Keep them still, even you get a great desire and urge to tickle your knee or your thigh with your fingertips, or some movement is happening, you would like to move your palm, your fingertips, do not move. Just build the awareness on the stillness of your palm and feel the energy of that palm to your thighs. That can become a good starting point of meditation. Other technique I can explain if you like to start. Lay down on a hard surface or in a bed. Stay still. Do not move. Do not even try to put effort to your breath. Allow your breath to happen on its own. But your only effort is to make sure you do not want to move. You want to stay still for a good 20 minutes, no matter what happened. You are not going to move. Even some important phone call is coming, you are not going to move. Your phone is ringing, you are not going to move. Even you feel really heavy in your body, your bones start digging into the floor, and you want to move desperately, you are not going to move. You are having the best desire and urge to itch, which is on your face or on your ear, on your nose. When you're meditating, two places most itches happen, on your nose or on your ear. Don't itch at all. Stay still. Other part you can do, and same practice, staying still practice. Sometimes when you're meditating, your one hair is on front of your face, and that's bothering you so much. And you want to move it. Nobody is looking at you, you are on your own. Keep your eyes closed, stay with it. Make that annoying hair part of your meditation. Sometimes you can have a little fly can be bothering you. You want to open the eyes and have a look. If you can get it out of the room, don't move, stay still. Let it sit on top of your face. If it is weightless, but it's more about your mental capacity. How accepting, how open you are. So I have explained 3 techniques to you. You can choose one of them. Practice second one and third one. Try all 3 of them. Whichever feels comfortable to you at early stage, stay with that for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Point is, you must practice every day. Do not skip. Make a routine that if I'm not going to practice meditation, I am not going to eat dinner. Or if I'm not going to practice, I am not going to have a breakfast. Give something that is very important. Or if I'm not going to meditate today, I am not going to look at my phone. That is better. So I'm pretty sure your mind will remember it to meditate, because your sankalpa ability, your ability to a self-oath or self-promise have to be strong enough to remain in a meditation. So there's several techniques that we have talked about. Please choose one of them that suits you and progressively continue. If you have any question, please do ask. Always here to help. Somebody made a comment saying, I talked about if you want to improve something in your life and people are not accepting you, how you are changing, you must not stop your growth. Must continue to improve the way you perceive your life and make you step in the direction of self-development or self-transformation. You cannot stop because people will judge you, because if you are scared people are going to judge you, likely to stop. Or sometimes people will oppose you and your growth, they will oppose you because the growth is not in their interest. When it is in their interest, they will love you. Some people will accept you and your personal growth, and others will not. Your life is yours, so you have to live your life. So on. But one of my students wrote, I found it a shame and sad to lose a friend because she did not accept that I would change and my self-development was more important to me. But I did not stop gratitude. I'm very happy for you, Isabel, to taking that step and continue to grow. I do remember when you were practicing a meditation training with me, there was lots of transformation of emotions was taking place, and you were broadening your parameter of fear or parameter of other people's judgment so broadly. I still have clear memory of it. I'm very happy to see that you did not stop and continue to grow. But somebody said it's not always easy to take yoga, way of yoga, when you begin late. And progress same time in social circle. I understand, Stephanie, your question. Yoga, you are never late. For yoga, you are never late. And also thinking the way of yoga is, you can never be late. If you say I'm late to think the way of yoga in my life, you are going to remain where you are. Your transformation is not going to take place. If you see you are not changing, that's where your mind makes mistakes. Your changing is constantly evolving. Your mind is constantly evolving. Despite your pain and discomfort come from the old clinginess of your mind or comfort of your senses in the old habits, a behavior of not letting go those habits because you relate with them. And you feel fearful because once those habits and senses you created, those also created a certain social circle around you. And exchange of energy, the karmic energy. We all want freedom, we all want growth, but we are most scared of freedom. We do not actually, in reality, we may like to talk about it, but we do not want the freedom. So, way of yoga, you can start anytime. You are never late for it. To progress in society, in a social circle, same time as you building the yogic lifestyle, the way of thinking of yoga, it is possible to do both same time. As your vibration expands, arrives, your social circle will change. Some people may not find it. Let's say that your frequency of your electromagnetic field is at 300 gigahertz. That's very high. Let's keep it low. And let's say you're vibrating on 80 and you have people, your current of life is only around plus minus 10, can go along. You are very bandwidth of your consciousness, bandwidth of your relationship, bandwidth of your mental capacity in relationship, and how you can relate to those people within that limitation. You have a cap to your consciousness. Then once you start aligning your thinking, the way of yoga, to your life, to your inner self, or when you start thinking or changing how you think, how you relate to yourself, to your senses, means your vibration will start changing. Do you think that everybody lives between 70 to 80? Yes, majority of people might be the way you are, because the majority means success. Majority means you are common. Majority means you are fitting in the society. But why do you want to fit in society? Why are you scared of being individual? Are you scared of being unique? Are you scared of not fitting in the box? Question that you need to ask by yourself. But moment when your vibration start changing, there will be more people, maybe a fewer, not as majority of crowd you might see, but there will be a people who are vibrating. If let's say if you start vibrating after a certain time, your thinking have changed to 150 to 200, or maybe above 200. Before there was a dense capacity of many people, you can connect with everyone and anyone. Everybody feels completely relatable because every majority of people are there. So many people you can relate to it. But once the vibration is slightly high, there's very fewer people, and there's a big gap of space there. And now you feel little lonely. Now you feel little lonely because there's not that many people you can relate to. Not that many people you can have gossip with. Not that many people tell you their problem, you don't feel superior to it. Because before everybody's problem was your problem was everybody's problem. Now you have to deal with your own problems. So in that bandwidth of a frequency, you will have people, but there were very few people. Not too many. But you will find a new social circle. That's a bit more transformed being, but more transcended being. So more higher your vibration grow, the fewer the people you will find. And they will become a point to the one where you just become one with the vibration. They may be nobody, just only you. There will be the moment the gossip of your mind or the desire within the mind accepts it, you will be completely comfortable being alone. And society will collapse inside you. Rather than you being a part of society, you become the society of your own. So there's a many ways you can find to be in the society. I live in society. It's not I am hiding away in some cave and locked up in the room. I am also part of society. But some people say you started yoga very early. But I started material life a little late. Like now you starting yoga life late. I started material life a little late. But that have not disturbed my spiritual life. That have not disturbed my way of thinking yoga. It's vice versa, same way. So you can still be in society and can think way of yoga. Remember, yoga is nothing to do with society. Yoga, way of thinking yoga is to do with you. your self-transformation, your self-growth. When I talk about development, I do not talk about development of society, I talk about self-development. Evolution is not of society, evolution of you. The time you evolve, society automatically evolves for you, but you are more interested in the evolution of society, not evolution of yourself. You are more interested in transformation of society and other people, but not of yourself. We are more interested and other people should change and they should develop because I am changing. No, your concern is just only you. The moment and the day you accept that, you will start having less problems. That is enough for today. And we have some more questions. We can touch base next time. Thank you.